Hello everybody and welcome to Nubaron, the adventures of an unlucky gnome. And with a title like that, you know we're in for something special, don't you? Yes, today we are taking a look at the platform adventure game developed by Nasty Cloud, released on the 30th of January 2020. Right, so this game, first of all, looks very nice. I will say, nothing to look at the options today because there isn't an options menu on the starting screen, which is great. But there, if I remember rightly, there is one when we go into the actual gameplay, so we'll look at it then. In fact, if we just click continue. Effectively, what the story is, you're a little gnome, and you're looking to find a hat. Because it is very simple in that regard. Simple story, quite simple gameplay. It's all just very simple. And there we go. There's little Nubaron. He's a very grumpy gnome, and he has a little cloud, and it's all very nice. Right, as for those options, oh my goodness, there aren't any at all. Wow. Isn't that awful? You can change the language from English to Spanish. That is it. There is no key binding. You have only got basic movement controls, jump and an action button, and then a single click. That is it. It is incredibly simple control-wise. My goodness. But to make up for that, look at it. It's a digitally painted masterpiece. It looks very nice, I must say. It is a very pretty looking game, and you can kill rabbits with electricity, providing that... There we go! Which is kind of sick, but at the same time, if you're going to do it, why not? Anyway. There we go. Oh, and you cannot swim. But yes, this game is so bizarre in certain ways. Its animations and its controls are very nice, but at the same time they are incredibly basic. There really is not that much you can say about it. It's, you know, you've got basic basic puzzles, even more basic platforming, and a story which is, again, very, very basic. But you've got this very beautifully drawn, digitally animated backgrounds and characters, and it all looks amazing. I just wish that there was something more to it, but there isn't. This is it. This is what you get. This is Nubaron. Nubaron is a little gnome who pushes boxes, and that is it. There is nothing else. That's it. Literally nothing else, and it's so bizarre because it looks absolutely amazing. It looks so good. So I must ask, why would you not do something better with it? Why would you not add to it? Why would you not give it more depth? The obvious answer would be because it doesn't need it, but I would argue that it kind of really does. As I say, a game is not based on its looks alone. This is an example of a game which is very pretty to look at, but does not offer anything at all besides that. And admittedly, I won't lie, I am dying a lot right now, but it's because, besides not being very good at the game, which, quite frankly, no, I am not. It's just that I've completely forgotten what the actual aim is besides find a hat. You're just going through this world, slowly but surely, adding more pages to your book, which is Nubaron, there you go, which tells you all about the world and stuff in very nice detail, even having its own numerical system, which you can see there. And yeah, it looks great, but that's all it has. It has nothing besides its looks. It is, so frustrating. For a game that looks as pretty as this does, I really would have thought that they would have added something to it. Something to make it just play nicely. Or anything at all. It's baffling. It really is baffling. Anyway, I just... It's such a weird one. You go through the world, you do all the puzzles and stuff, and it doesn't do much. Tell you what, actually, let's have a quick look at the thing that I unlocked. What was it? Let's see. There are so many pages as well. Was it? No, that's the cloud. Okay, we're back to the beginning. I'm guessing that we got the lakes and rivers one. That's fine. Oh! Oh, dear. I don't know. I would say that I'm not doing a very good job showing off what this game's all about, but from what I've played, this is what it's all about. It's literally just platforming with a very nice background and very nice character designs and some nice enemy designs. Quite frankly, they do get quite repetitive, but it's not much else besides that, in my opinion. That is kind of all it does. And it's bizarre. It's bizarre, and I don't know. I kind of love how it looks. Really, it's a very pretty game. Could definitely not say anything else about it. I just wish I could be saying more. And it's so weird, because I just can't. Because there's nothing else to it, quite frankly. Nothing at all. Right, just wait for that to charge up. Okay, never mind. I'd have to do that when I actually have the ability to control that. But no, he jumps fine. His jumps are actually quite a bit floatier than I would have expected of a game like this. But that's fine. It sort of works. He's a small character, so that is fine. It's just... oh, dear. There are several things which I do not like about it. One of them is it lacks a health bar, which is something which I feel is very much to its detriment. I would have thought that multiple hits by this point in the industry would be commonplace. That would be something that you wouldn't even want to think about, because it's just such an obvious thing to have. Or at least such an obvious thing to have in a platformer such as this. Other things. These weird segments where the cloud just turns around and decides to attack you. It's fine. It's a good bit of, like, manufactured danger. But when you already have enemies that can kill you in one hit, it means that you can get your platforming done and then just immediately die. Which is, again, kind of terrible. Like, an awful idea. But it just looks so good. Like, I'm really struggling with this one. It's a game which, also, in a platformer, has full damage. Why? Why on earth would you have full damage in a platformer? It's the Bubsy problem. Except, we're 20 years on from Bubsy. That should not be a problem. It's so bizarre. I don't know. It's a case of style over substance to the nth degree. It is insane. This game has very little going for it in that regard. But I don't know. I want to like it much more than I do. I really do. Oh my goodness. And as I've said, the one-hit kills are extremely to this game's detriment. It just does not serve the game as well as the creators probably thought it would. Oh my goodness. And it gets so frustrating having to do these same tedious tasks over and over again just because you don't have multiple hits. Which, again, in a platformer or any kind of game like this, makes no sense whatsoever. There we go. Oh, there we go. And I died, didn't I? Because you can't take full damage in a platformer. Why? Why, I ask you, would that be a thing? It is ridiculous. There we go. At least you can grab onto ladders. But yeah, it's such a bizarre thing. There we go. I'm just going to presume that's what you meant to do. Put the box there, so then you can float along. Maybe not. Maybe I've just buggered that up. Who knows? Oh my goodness. Here's the thing. If I have screwed that up, I do not think, if that box was important, I don't think I'll be able to go back and actually make that right. Which, okay. That's kind of terrible, if so. But yeah, it's just so very, very strange. It's a weird one. It really is. It's not particularly well crafted in terms of like the controls in many aspects. The walking speed's fine, but then the jump, as I've said, is quite floaty. Tell you what, can I do anything with this? Oh, I can. No? I could have sworn I just pressed E something and something happened, but maybe not. Oh, no! Oh, my goodness. It's kind of terrible. It really is. As far as this sort of platformer goes. I don't know. I honestly cannot see what it wants me to do with that. Can't even press square because I've not got that ability either. Oh my goodness. Right. I literally cannot do anything. I know, it's weird. Some of the puzzles get ridiculously easy whilst others are excruciatingly hard. But then again, maybe I'm just dumb. Maybe I do not see the brilliance of this game. Maybe it has a lot more to offer than I'm giving it credit for. Also, I've just realised maybe that box. If I have to platform back there, I will be very frustrated. But maybe this box actually has to go. Come on. There we go. Then jump over there. I die because the jump's not that accurate. To be perfectly honest, it's not accurate at all. There we go. That's better. But yeah, I'm so sorry, but this is literally just me trying to get any thoughts out I can about this strange title, which I don't know. It's so bizarre. But there we go. At least I think I've solved a puzzle now. Right. There we go. What does that do? I don't know. Do you know? I haven't got a sodding clue. But I'm guessing, with any luck, that that's stopped the water. I'm presuming it has. But then again, there isn't any chime to tell you that you're doing it right. You're literally just having to guess. And I'm guessing I have. Yes, okay. That let the water out. Lovely. It would have been nice if there was some way for you to tell me I'd been doing it right. But, no, the game doesn't like to tell you stuff. The game doesn't like to tell you when you have done something right. It just expects you to somewhat instinctively know you've done it right. All the while having to deal with damage, full damage in a platformer, which, as I've said, is so frustrating. Just dreadful. Right, there we go. We've got another page. What page is that? Might as well have a look. It's the only interesting thing in this game. Ah, the cloud's weakness. Bells soothe the cloud. There we go. And now I can control it again. There we go. Lovely. Right. But that's fine. Now we can control the cloud and we can electrocute things again. There we go. Lovely. But yes. There we are. And I'm guessing we need to move that down. And down again. Why not? Oh, lovely. Right, it's a pressure plate. We put that on there. Ah, lovely. At least it's a very nice looking pressure plate, but even then, it doesn't do that much. It's... I don't know. Right, let's use that on you. There we go. That's how you defeat enemies in this game. Right, we can't get on there. Okay, so what do we do instead? Well, we electrocute you. You now act as a platform. We can push you, jump on top, and then jump again to get on there. With that weird, very weird glitch. Wow, those textures are glitching out like crazy. Oh my goodness. What the hell even is this? I am shocked, to be honest. Hopefully, maybe they'll be fixed this time when we actually do it, but I somewhat doubt it. Right, let's bring it a bit closer. Oh, come on. Oh, my goodness. Right, there we are. Does a very good job at pushing, not so good at pulling, does he? There we go. But look at those textures. That's awful. That is so bad. And I really hate to say that because this game is beautiful. It looks so good. But it doesn't matter if you only have simple controls and very basic stuff to do. It's bizarre. It's bizarre and honestly quite disappointing. I had quite high hopes for this game based on its look alone and its music. Its music is actually very nice. There we go. But no, it disappointed me very, very much. I just can't. I can't express how upsetting that was. See, that's better. That's actually a better formation of a puzzle. For it at least shows you the effects of your actions. Whereas before, whenever you had those, it wasn't showing you the effects of your actions. You were just doing the actions, and then you somewhat had to guess what they did. Which is just bizarre. It's so weird. And additionally, the fact that the character cannot swim, water being a death thing, that's been common in games for years. It would be foolish to suggest otherwise. But you would at least hope that there would be an ability to float, to be on the surface of water. As I say, my main problem with this game really does stem from the whole one life situation, the one hit issue, which, oh my god, and look at that. Oh god, these textures are, oh my goodness. This game effectively has taught me that it's fine to have a good art style, but a good game is not made by art style alone. And there are plenty of games on here which I've praised, which have had very, or arguably, substandard in comparative visuals. Games like Grizzland, which had a very basic look to it. But it played so much better than this. Whereas this arguably does look a lot better. It's just so bizarre. I can't imagine a situation where a game like this would be released in such a substandard way. It's baffling. It really is baffling. And as I say, it's quite frankly just awful. It is awful. And there we go. I bet I can't even... No, I can't even get up there now, because this item isn't colliding correctly. There we go. I can't even pull it much further, can I? No, it won't let me. But there we go. I can't... Did you see that? Look at that. That should not happen. That's so bad. Can we push the rabbit as well? We can't even push the rabbit. This is bafflingly awful. These bugs should not be appearing. They really shouldn't. And quite frankly, I am... This game has frustrated me. And I would never have expected that of a game called The Adventures of an Unlucky Gnome. Look at that. That is awful. And now I'm stuck down here. I actually cannot move. Lovely. Right, let's try and move this. See if this one will actually go up. Give a bit of extra height. Will it? No! No, it won't! Okay. Wait a minute. Let's just push it forward a bit. It actually does look like a millimeter taller. But it's still not enough. Oh my goodness. That's terrible. Right. So now, I'm stuck here. I can't move. That's horrendous. That is absolutely awful. And there's no saves. It just automatically saves. There are no save states. Which means I would have to start an entirely new game in order to get back to this point. Because look at the controls. There's no way to automatically kill yourself. It's baffling. It really is. And I have no idea what that actually means there, where they're dying again whenever I pause and unpause. What the hell is this? This is dreadful. This is so bad. But it looks so good. I'm legitimately struggling with this because it looks so good. And there's obviously a lot of talent behind the design. Just not anything else. It's baffling. I love how this looks. I really do. I just wish it was better. Oh my goodness. It is quite distressing. It really is. Right. You know what? I'm going to end it today. I'm going to end it there for today. My god, this game has somewhat broken me. It really has. There we go. Nubaron, The Adventures of an Unlucky Gnome. Do not buy it. This is a dreadful game that looks amazing. It is incredibly frustrating. I don't know whether many other people have had the issues I've had. But these physics and bugs are awful. They are inexcusable. Especially for a game that looks this good. Its art style and animations are really quite charming. Even his idle animation, just the way his beard and mustache bumps up and down. I love how that looks. I just wish it was better. But it's not. It's awful. It's really, really bad. And I don't like it being bad. I really want to love it. I just can't. This might honestly be the worst game I've played this year. And I know it's only like the second month now, but still, that is quite an achievement given that some of the games that I've played so far. But I don't know. It is quite frustrating. So there we go. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. I've been Togglejam. This has been Nubaron, The Adventures of an Unlucky Gnome. If you enjoyed this video, if you enjoyed me ranting about this game for like 20 minutes, then please like it, subscribe, and comment down below on what your thoughts are on this interesting piece of rubbish. But there we go. Thank you very much for watching once again. I'll see you next time where we're going to play something better.